Hey guys, so if you're watching this, I'm guessing you need a little bit of help on iMovie, which is not a problem because even though it looks scary, it's really easy to work. But I'm going to kind of show you around iMovie and tell you how to do certain things, and you can always refer back if you don't understand. Okay, so first, let's create a new project. Very simple, just up right here. Just click on the Create Movie. I usually go with the no theme because it works best for me. I don't really need a theme, but you can choose whatever theme you want. Got tons here. And we'll just call it my movie. Okay, so here we have the blank screen, and right here's where the video is going to go. In the previous So if you ever need to change the name, it's different in iMovie 11. You would have to go to System Preferences and select a different theme or change the name, but this one is just a little bit simpler. You just have to go to All Projects right here, and then you just click, and it'll highlight it blue, and if I can just change it to like my movie 1, and then enter, and there it is. So first off, I have tricks to the internet, is what I call it. And it's ways to download music that you can't buy. It's actually a lot better if you buy the music. It has better quality and you have a cool song on your iPod. But also there is a way that you download like videos. So I'm going to download something that I found earlier. So I found this little minion. Doesn't really matter what he does, just he kind of just does things, but he's got a green screen and I'm going to use that for another purpose. Basically what you do is you come up to the address here and you do www.ss and then you'll come to this website, and then you can download it in all these different formats. I do let's see, which one do I want to do? I do this one. You might want to, if they have like a move file, you can choose that, and that's preferred. But then here it is. I've got it downloaded, so bottom. Yeah, so I've got that downloaded, and that's in my documents, so I drag that to my desktop. So I'm gonna, so I go to Google and I go YouTube to MP3, and basically you just copy and paste the link and convert the video and download. So well, how do you get it onto iMovie? That's simple enough. It's actually pretty user friendly. So you go to File and you go to Import Media, Desktop, and there it is. Import selected. One more thing I forgot to tell you with the download is when you're clicking on this, make sure you go to Import To and create a new event. So I'll do this one for my movie 1, and so that'll download to my movie 1. I exit out of it. I come back and I go to All Events, my movie 1. I don't know why that didn't import, so I'm going to import it again. There it is. Got my. Put this entire video on there. Okay, so what I've done now is I have added this. As you can see, you can drag and do however much of the video that you want, and you can always shorten it here, do whatever you want in between. You can split the clip by going to modify in the top left corner and then splitting the clip. Yeah, so it doesn't affect it any if you run over, but if you need to split a clip in the middle, shorten it just a little bit. But we're not going to do that. And if you ever do anything that you don't want to do, just Command Z, and that undoes anything that you haven't wanted. Okay, so first off, it's got this sound down here. Okay, gonna mute the, right now I'm gonna mute it. But to like change the volume, you drag your mouse over this little line and you can drag it up or down. So I'm just gonna drag it down just so it's not too annoying when I'm focusing on this. So next we have music. And okay, so a tip that I always use is always try and put some kind of music in there, even if it's just a light little piano solo or just something. Music always adds interest and it makes people want to watch it. So I'm just going to add something random. Let's find Katy Perry, and we're going to do firework. And you add the music down here. You can do this. Okay, gonna turn that down. Okay, so you can add the music here, and same thing, if you want it to be louder in certain places, you just click down on your mouse, click here, go up, didn't want me to do it, okay, click here, go up, modify, and split clip, and then you can make this a different volume. Okay, so how to fade in and out of music. So I'm going to make that kind of quieter, but what you do is you can't have it selected like this. You have to click away and then drag these little dots, and that's a fade in, and this little dot is a fade out. So now it sounds like. It just smoothly transitioned out. I would always use it even if your video is stopping in the middle of a song. Just use the transition. It makes it sound so much better than if you just stop it abruptly. So definitely do the fade in and fade out. Okay, so they have tons and tons of sound effects just on like just random stuff like thunderclap, and they're all different times. You can use any of these, and you can look up, like, if you wanted a bang, of course there's no bang. If you wanted a boom, there's different types of booms. So there's another messing with the audio, kind of, so I'm gonna turn up the audio on this up to full, so we can hear that. So double click on it, and the audio is gonna be right here, in this little bars. So to reduce the background noise, you hit the little check mark, but you use this in a case like if there's kind of an air vent going in the background that messes with the volume, or if there's static. It doesn't really work though if it's people in the background, because it's just too hard because there's so many different variations of pitches that it struggles. So just try, if you are videotaping something serious, just do it away from people. And you can always use this if it's just like an air vent or just static. So you just click this and you'll just reduce it, so this one's not going to sound much different, but then you can also kind of add things like a bass boost. So I don't know if you could hear that, but yeah, you can just mess around with that, and yeah, so just go for it. Just mess around, just have fun. So basically what I've done in this is I have added this picture. So first off, I got this picture from Google. I just dragged it onto my desktop. It's still very good quality, and you can just get rid of it after. But first off, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to crop it to where it actually fits. Because if you have the crop to fill or the kin burns, it'll either it'll crop it too much, or it'll try and zoom out or zoom in, depending on which way you've modified it. But we're just going to keep it like this. So I'm going to extend this picture out a little bit because I need a little bit more time. And I'm just going to grab a piece from up here, and I'm going to drag it over right at the beginning. First off, I'm going to turn the volume down again because the volume's kind of annoying. So I'll click on this, and there's all these options up, like this is back to the cropping, and that's colors. And so go to this first one and do green screen. And there you have it. He's in a little, so I'm going to extend that out a little bit so you can watch that. See, so he comes in, that looks pretty good, yeah. So, but see, there's a little bit of black on the sides here, so I'm going to come in here and crop that That actually looks about good, so I'm just going to leave that and then hit the little check mark. So now there is no black lining, and you can see that he's just doing his thing. So that's how you work the green screen, and that's a pretty advanced skill. Like, I have a green screen, if anybody ever needs to use it, just get a hold of me and I'll lend it to you. But also, there's another thing, you can use a blue screen. Like, even if you have a blue painted wall will work just as long as whatever color the people are wearing it is not blue or green, depending on which screen you have. So that's one of the steps. Okay, so I actually found this really cool thing when I was messing around with it. What I did was I did the cleanup. I didn't do the square, but this eraser, it's pretty cool. If you're wearing a solid color like this little mini is wearing, you just tap it, and look, it's gone! So I thought that was just a cute little thing, you know, to if you guys ever want to have fun with something like that. But yeah, so that's that. You can also another one that there is, and it is like a picture in a picture, which is also one of the options on this. So what I would do is I would go to my desktop. Well, actually, first I need to find a picture, so I guess I'll just show you how to find a picture. It's really easy. So I just googled ocean for that last one, so I'll just do the same thing. I'll just take this picture, put it on my desktop. So then I'll take it and I will drag and I will put it over. And then I will do a picture in picture. Easy enough, you can make it big, move it around, it'll try and center it for you. That's it, exactly center. So you can do multiple things with that. So like there's like a little shadow effect to make it look a little bit more professional. Different types of bold lines that you can use. You can make it more in seconds. You can make it you can make it zoom in. So it's like this. Zoom. You can just do dissolve. So it kind of appears and then it will dissolve. Or you can make it swap, which is actually a pretty cool, more professional move. So if you ever want to play around with that. Another thing you can do is what I actually used in the CYM promotion video. It's kind of a professional thing. It's being able to play the audio of one clip while showing another clip. So if I were to take this picture and I were to drag it up here, I would click on this and I would do cutaway, like it's already. And this is kind of just like showing you what it'll look like. Like you can change this if you want it just to fade a little bit, or sorry, this one's fade, but this one just like kind of makes it see-through. So you click on that, and to select what you want to do, you kind of have to, okay, so on the new iMovie, it's a little bit more complicated. You gotta go here, and you gotta go back to the modify and split clip, or Control B, and then same thing here, Control B. So we'll get this, and this clip will increase in volume a little bit. So let me just show you what we have here. So I don't know, it's kind of weird music, but anyway, so I'm gonna turn that back down. But as you can see, it continued playing the audio of the clip while showing another. And you can also put video here. It does not have to be just pictures. So same thing with video, you take it from your desktop, you drag it on, or you import it, and then you just put it on top, just like the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to take a break from up here for a second and kind of show you down here, because these are the tools that you'll most likely be using more. So we've got transitions, and they're pretty self-explanatory. If you put your clicker on it, it'll show you what it'll do. There's all these different ones, like swapping and the mosaic. You just keep scrolling down, there's more and more, and they all look pretty cool. So you can add a transition, like I guess I'll just add the cube, and you just drag it in between clips. Now this dragged over a little bit, which means this actually happens quite a lot. When you add a transition, it takes away a little bit from the video that you've had on before, so you always want to extend that video out a little bit longer. Because as you could see, it was overextending this, so now it's kind of got the nice little transition from the fishes and the minion. cube. There we go. So yeah, so this project's really coming together, I guess. It looks kind of weird, but yeah. So okay, so now let's move on to titles. So titles are pretty self-explanatory. You can add them at any point during the video, and they have multiple, and again, you can drag your mouse across it and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to choose this one. I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to put hi, and not that. Hi and hello. So you can put it in different fonts, you can change the size, you can bold it, you can make it different colors, and to make it like a custom color, like if you wanted to make a custom color and keep using it throughout the video, make it right here, and then do your little whatever, click it and drag down, and then that way you can click on it for the next remaining ones. So yeah, now we have our colored title, so it's just kind of a cool little adding, so do that for titles and such. So that's great. So next we have maps and backgrounds, and these work really well for if you're using it for that kind of thing. These are like whole globe, these are it's kind of stable, and I'll show you that in a second. And these are all the backgrounds that you can use like for titles and such, like if you wanted to use this cool one, which I enjoy. And then they have tons of others, black and gray. So that'd just be a title. So I'm going to kind of show you how to use the map. So you're going to take it and you're going to put it right, you're going to want to make it your own thing. And okay, so now the next is you can change it right here if you need to change it to one of these others. But you go to route, and let's just say Little Rock. So we've got Little Rock. That's our first place, and then I'm just going to choose San Diego. We'll just choose SeaWorld. Let's go for it. So then when you play the clip, and you can extend this out if you want to make it longer, so it's Little Rock, and it'll just take your little plane and show you where the site is on the map. And you can make this really long and make it short, like make it take a while to get there. Yep, still going, okay. Or you can really shorten it and go really fast. So you get the gist with that. Same thing with these, if you want to make a title, you can just put this down here, add a title to it. There we go. So there's the title. Okay. So next. Okay, so now I'm kind of going to explain what the little turtle up here is for. There should be a picture of a bunny, but there's not. But what you do on this is you can either make it in reverse right here, so it plays the video in reverse. Just, where's he gonna come in? I think he disappeared already, but something's messing him up. But anyway, that makes it reverse. So the next thing you can do is you can do the preserve pitch, which kind of stabilizes the music, but it usually sounds pretty weird. So if you're going to do reverse clip, I would suggest turning the volume down, but if not, just mess with that all you want and just have fun with it. I mean, always just have fun with this. So then we have this turtle, and we've got speed over here. And you can make it slow, fast, or custom. I go to custom because I like to, because sometimes you've got to speed it up for a certain time period, but just kind of mess with it. You can make it like 150%, and that'll slow it down a little bit. I really don't know where the minion is in this, but let me see. Let's try slowing down this one, because this one might work. Turtle, custom. 150. That makes it slow, or that makes it speed up. So yeah, it's just making this faster. I don't know why this is not working, but so yeah, but okay, so then to make it slower, you would make it negative. I believe you go below 100, so 50. And that makes it, yeah, you have to go below 100. So basically slow is like 10%, 25%, 50% auto. So yeah, just turtle, normal, custom, anything below, even like 99. we'll make it a little bit slower. So that's how you work speed. Then we have a video effect, which has got all these lovely things, and it will show you what they look like the X-ray vision, or all this stuff, just all of it. So much fun, so much fun. So yeah. Okay, so now it is time for the final step, and that's sharing the project or publishing it, whatever you want to call it. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to hit share. Now, normally I would suggest you save it as a file. However, the new iMovie 10 has not is not updated enough for the project to be saved as like a .mov or whatever file that will be compatible with another Mac or a PC. I'm not sure why this is. They gotta fix it. Hopefully they'll fix it soon. But for now, we're just going to use my other method, which is publishing it to YouTube. So you go to YouTube, you do the size. It'll ask you before to sign in to your account. So I've signed into mine. So it'll be publishing it, and so you'll publish it. But I've already published it, so I'm gonna hit cancel, and I'm gonna go to my Safari, and here I've got the video. So it's kind of weird. So yeah, so we've got our video. So there it is, and remember my trick, you just do the www dot, and you do the SS, and you go to the website, and then you save it to your desktop in whatever, in like a MP4, because okay, I don't know why, but for some reason this MP4 works, but the MP4 for the iMovie does not. So that's my basic gist. So I hope you guys get it, and if you need anything, just, text me, call me, get my number from, Jeff or Miss Davies or anybody. So thanks for watching, guys.
Turn down for what?